This is shocking kind of to me because a lot of people have been putting Ben Affleck on this pedestal like he supports the SnyderVerse. He's the guy that, bring him. But now here we are after all the dust is settled and that SnyderVerse is a long gone in a way. Ben Affleck has come out and said some things.
Finally?
Yes, he has.
No more drugs.
He was talking about, what was your issue with the Batman? He's talked about things that he didn't like while being on the set. He said there were a number of reasons that was a really excruciating experience. They don't have all to do with the simple dynamic of, say, being a superhero movie or whatever. I'm not interested in going down that particular genre again. The man doesn't want to play in superhero movies no more. His joy completely snuffed out because of Zack Snyder.
Well, he was he was an alcoholic. Like, thanks for that.
No, he said
he was alcoholic like crazy because of that shit, bro. Like he was playing Batman, but he was drinking the whole time.
Yeah,
he messed up his whole family.
But he also wasn't liking coming to work. He also didn't like actually being Batman.
I think that I agree with E.
E-Man, bro. He was respect me.
E-Man, yeah. I agree with E-Man, because he was falling on hard times at that point. And then like he had to come back to work. He was overweight, and they were telling him that he needed to work out. He did it. So I agree with E-Man, man. Now, this is a bunch of bull crap. It's his life he didn't like, and him like working and like going to rehab and all of that. It became like, oh, I gotta do this hard. I gotta do this hard. I was like, I gotta not be upset. It was kind of like that.
So it wasn't just that though.
Jennifer Lawrence's wife was saying that he was tripping out the whole time.
He's always said that. He's always said his family, his drunkenness. None of that is new. There's a piece of new news that's in this article that he's never said before. That brings light. Yes, we understand there was a lot of stuff going on in his life. He says he's lost interest in what was of interest about it to me. But I certainly wouldn't want to replicate an experience like that. A lot of it was misalignment of agendas, understandings, and expectations. Also, by the way, I wasn't bringing anything particularly wonderful to that equation at the time either. I had my own failings, significant failings in that process and at that time. He went on to say, my failings as an actor, you catch me with various movies and judge. But more of my failings in terms of why I had a bad experience. Part of it was I was bringing to work every day was a lot of unhappiness. So I wasn't bringing a lot of positive energy to the equation. I didn't cause problems, but I came in, I did my job, I went home. But you've got to do a little bit better than that. Then he goes even to more reasons, and we see that he's talked about DC and Snyder at clashing. Artist Equity said part of the traction was this. He says, I want to put together partnerships of filmmakers where the studio and the actors are aligned, because he talked about the disjointment when he was doing Batman. He says he had good moments on set and liked creatively his approach to Batman as sort of an older, broken, damaged Bruce Wayne. A clash started to brew over his Dark Knight and the larger DC universe being too adult, too dark, too gritty, too Snyder. What happened was it started to skew too old for a big part of the audience. Quote, like even my own son at the time was too scared to watch the movie. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, shoot, we have a problem. Ben Affleck said his own son couldn't watch BVS because it was too dark and gritty. My own son can't watch me be in the movie, bro. He said, I knew then there's something wrong with this Batman character.
Yeah, that's bad.
There's something wrong with this universe where my son, a kid, doesn't want to watch the movie because it doesn't look like it's not. Batman is not that.
True.
He's supposed to inspire greatness. He's supposed to be a hero, save people. And Ben Affleck finally is admitting what he thought back then. Like, dang, even my son don't want to watch this.
I'm gonna be
honest. That's true, but I still call bullshit.
But the Batman has in the same tone. It doesn't have in the Batman and with Matt Reeves. It's the same tone.
Yes, it is.
Joyful or like vibrant colors. It's the same tone.
And I think that Batman's trash.
But
facts.
I guess it's the new direction that Batman is going. I don't know what James Gunn's vision is, but
backflips, somersaults, detective, a dope suit, lit gadgets.
Yes, sir.
James Gunn's about to bring traditional comic book loving Batman back.
Like we should have been
getting none of that Snyder shit.
So yeah.
Yeah. So here it is. A Snyder freaking Batman that Ben Affleck can admit wasn't the right Batman.
Yeah.
And I've already got a glimpse of this when he talked about Andy Muschietti. When he did Andy Muschietti's Batman in The Flash, he said that's the best time he's ever had.
I finally got it right.
He said, I finally got it right.
Yeah.
I finally got Batman right.
Took me a long time.
It's not about that. It's not about the dark, the gritty. Going with Andy Muschietti was a culture change. You're leaving from whack hack Zack Snyder and you're going to Andy Muschietti. Also, Andy Muschietti, who did The Flash, is also going to be the director for the Batman movie.
Okay. I love that, bro. What he did with Michael Keaton? Hell yeah.
Now he's calling Snyder. Then I think it's when you had a filmmaker that wanted to continue down that road of darkness and a studio that wanted to recapture all of the younger audiences and the cross purposes. Then you have two entities, two people really wanting to do something different, and that is a really bad recipe. Nigga says Snyder want to continue to do the bullet. Hammer down, dark Batman, dead Superman, Doomsday, dark. Ben Affleck knew. And he said Warner Brothers wanted to do something different. Like, bro, that dark shit, you going down a freaking... That's why he got fired. They used the death of his daughter as a ruse to fire him. Yeah. I said this shit 7 years ago.
Yeah.
He was already on his way out. Y'all that say, yo, you his dead daughter, y'all did that dirty. That was just a way for him to go. Yeah. Warner Brothers was done with him. His third movie, you're done. Fired. They did not like the SnyderVerse.
Once they read the script, they should have realized this dude is going left. What we usually have for our Batman. We saw our Batmans. We saw Tim Burton. We saw Batman Forever. We saw all this other shit. And then we see Nolan's, what he did. We're trying to bring something different, and you're coming with this? Yes. That's when they should have known this is not it. But they let it go down. They let the movie come out. And Ben
Affleck is acknowledging the studio and Zack had clashes. We don't want this type of Batman for everyone to love.
They still let it come out, though.
And Zack said, I mean, when you already have the production, you already spent the money, and you got the contract, obviously, let's see what happens. BVS still made money. BVS made $873.
Yeah.
You got to keep going, even though you don't like it, but it made the money. It was a mistake. Yeah. And Ben Affleck is finally anti-SnyderVerse, dog. Ben Affleck has seen the light because he's truly put Batman behind him. Now it's truly behind him that he could tell this truth. The truth that he's hidden from a lot of you toxic SnyderVerse. You're Batman, that you put gifts on social media to the heavens for everyone to be intimidated by. You who have Batman, Ben Affleck icons, and you're in the Snyder cult, and you're mean and toxic and bully people. That Batman that you guys worship like a god has told you that his Batman is wrong. And I want you to eat that shit and sit on it. Sit on it.
Yeah. I think he was on...
Makes me feel good.
I think he was on Jimmy Fallon. I think he was talking about it, about how he didn't like the way his Bruce Wayne was and how he was so dark and all this other type of shit, because that's not what Bruce Wayne is about. Then you call him Superman. Another thing was bad too. He called Superman's son, and he's supposed to be older. And look, it just was a bad look on his part anyway, because Batman is who he is and Bruce Wayne is the mask, and we didn't even see that. Ben Affleck was both. That was the huge problem on that.
And he said it here. It started to skew too old for a big part of the audience. This is too mature for Batman. Like, if you got content that's for 25 to 60-year-olds, you're alienating the ones underneath that bar.
Yeah. Right.
And then there's a lot of 25 to 30-year-olds that don't agree with that type of Batman anyway.
Facts.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So here he is saying, too old for the audience. My own son was too scared. Then it's when you had a filmmaker, Zack Snyder, that wanted to continue down that road. more dark. How do we let's kill
Make it
Superman.
cool. Make it cool.
You know what would be
Gotta
cool?
Dark this cool.
Freaking
Cool
hack.
this here.
You're such a hack, and I'm glad that your cult is wiped out and y'all sitting in a box somewhere like bed bugs. I'm glad the SnyderVerse is in here. I can't wait for James Gunn to do Batman Real Justice. We're going to see a real Batman. We got a glimpse of it with Michael Keaton in The Flash. He's going to come 40 years younger this time, and it's going to be lit. This is what I've been fighting for 7, 8 years on my channel. This is what I've been waiting on. A moment like this. Yeah. I'm already about to get Superman and they doing Batman, right? Let's go. Yeah. This is what James Gunn hopefully will be able to accomplish.
I hope he does everything that we talked about. The Batflicks, giving us the gadget, giving us the iconic. So the thing is, though, if you're going to give us iconic Fortress of Solitude, we need an iconic Batcave. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And with all the Zack films, I didn't get none of that inspiration feels.
Heck no.
No, none at all.
Depression.
Yeah.
I did.
Facts. Somber.
Facts.
Facts. Sadness.
Facts.
Yeah, agree.
Facts. You want to go in a closet and shoot yourself.
It wasn't anything hopeful at all. It did not get the bright
adrenaline.
light
That's it.
It was tight when he was on the wall, though, but nah, it was.
I agree with that. It didn't. It felt
and that's what messed up the whole films. That's why I didn't really watch none of the Snyder movies.
Batman was branding people, and they were getting killed in prison.
Sure,
that's not what Batman is about.
But you know that would be cool. That's why he chose to do it. And now the rest of the world is seeing it. Like, dang, first 8 years ago, I'm Jody. You obsessed with Snyder? What's wrong? Now y'all see what time it is. The world sees how toxic this cult is. The world sees how messed up they are. The world sees how what a hack Snyder is, because we have actual stuff to look back to.
Yep.
How was that Rebel Moon? That zombie movie bullshit he made. The Rebel Moon Part 2. Everything that he did since leaving DC has been garbage.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
That's true.
And then you get these whack ass fans that are talking about, let Zack Snyder make his movie back. No.
And then sell it to Netflix. You know what? Netflix is where his SnyderVerse belongs.
Yeah.
Netflix,
but it don't need to
Netflix
be.
Netflix don't want none of that.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want them problems.
Exactly. So let that be known. I'm so happy of it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy because now Ben Affleck, the #1 motherfucker that y'all embrace and worship, said it. This Batman is wrong.
He's so big. Look at him. Look at the Batcave. Look at this.
Batman is wrong.
Jody's corner.